So now I'm concentrating on the damage to the rear of the wing. I bought a repair section, but I don't think I'm going to use it because it's just this small piece at the back edge. I've made a template up which I shall make out of metal and then cut this out, and I've also cut out the back section. I'm going to keep this and the top as a reference. I'm going to make this panel first and fit that in, then I'll cut this out to my template and weld it in. Well, that's the first panel made and welded in. So now I'm going to make a panel for the outside and then I'll weld that in. Well, that's the panel made, and I've cut the metal off from the wing. The panel will fit on like so. So I'll do a final fit and have a look at it then, and then I'm going to weld it up. Well, despite best laid plans, the repair to the bottom of the passenger side front wing didn't go according to plan. I tried to rush it and I got too much heat into the panel and I got some distortion. I've tried to open up the weld and tack it again, but the distortion's still there. So I'm now thinking I'm going to have to use the repair panel and do a proper job, as they say. Anyway, what I've done, moving on, I've left that in abeyance because I've got to change the bottom repair panel on the driver's side wing. So I thought that I'd try that one first, see how I got on, and then come back and sort this out later. So I've now fitted the front wings onto the car. I've fitted the front panel, bolted it in place, and I've also fitted the new front valance. I have to say at this time I also had to do, before I put the wings onto the car, I had to do similar repairs to the bottom of the driver's side wing as I did the passenger side. But anyway, they're all done and everything is fitting nice and flush, and I'm reasonably pleased how it's going. So what I've done now is I've taken measurements off the repair panel and I've put them over onto the wing itself, and I've cut the bottom of the wing off. What I intend to do now is I'm going to take the wing off the car and cut this away just below the bolt. I'm going to keep the wing attached to the car with the bolt. I will use the bottom bolt, or the bottom two bolt holes, to hold the repair panel in place, and then I'll pin it together along the cut line, and hopefully that should give me a nice true weld. Okay, I've now got the repair panel pinned onto the wing, and the wing is on the car, but as always nothing is as straightforward as it seems. The repair panel, it was too short. There's still a little bit of a discrepancy here, but the main problem was at the rear edge here. It just wasn't fitting properly to the car. It didn't seem to be square. Either my car's out of square or the panel was. But what I've had to do is I've had to bend the flange back straight and then rebend it a little bit further along, and I've got it looking reasonably good now. So basically I'm going to take it all to pieces, give it a good preparation, and then I'll put it back together, do one last trial fit, and then weld it up. And I'll be very careful when I'm welding not to get any heat distortion. So I think there'll be a few cups of tea to let it cool down properly. Well, that's it, that's welded up. I'm pretty pleased. There's no distortion in the panel, and which is a big relief. Obviously it's still got to be filled, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a mammoth filling session after I've taken all the paint off and prior to repainting. At the moment I'm just concentrating on getting all the welding done, getting that out of the way.